So Dexter Original Sin has been canceled by Paramount. Let's talk about it because this is crazy news. The original series of Dexter is my favorite series of all time, easily. From any series, although it's not perfect, those later seasons get real tough. I still just love the show so much. I go back and watch it, every blue moon throughout the years. I have to go back and rewatch Dexter, especially once you get to like season 1 through season 4, which are widely considered the best seasons of Dexter throughout the entire series. Now, of course, before we get more into the cancellation of Original Sin, we have to talk about what led up to this series being released in the first place, which of course is the completion of the original 8 seasons of Dexter, leaving him to leave Miami and then find a new place to live his life. It definitely blundered its ending the same way season 8 of Dexter did. Plus, there was a lot missing when it came to New Blood, such as him being in such a small town that anyone Dexter kills inside of this small town would happen to know that that person is missing, because this is a town where everyone knows everyone. So it's not really the right environment for Dexter to be an active serial killer, which we've seen play out inside of that series. And he pretty much only kills 2 serial killers throughout that entire season. Very uncharacteristic for the character of Dexter. Plus, we got away from that Miami aesthetic, the music that came along with it, the blood spatter analyst, and all these sorts of things that make up the original series and made it what it is known as today. So with an ending as bad as New Bloods, of course they want to bring back this character because he's still so popular, and they want to, end this character right, do it justice, which I hope they don't end this character at all, by the way. So the ending of Dexter New Blood, of course, leads us into Dexter Original Sin and Dexter Resurrection, with Original Sin kind of being Dexter looking back on his life while he's in a coma after the events that take place inside of New Blood. I thought this was, a genius concept to get us into a Dexter prequel series, and leading into it, I was extremely concerned and worried about how this was going to turn out. I was not happy about someone else being cast as the role of Dexter that wasn't Michael C. Hall, one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite performances from an actor ever, along with everything else that can go wrong with a recast and a prequel series to my favorite show of all time. So I was very skeptical heading into it, but after watching through the entire season of Dexter Original Sin, they did a brilliant job with this series. They managed to recreate the magic from the original Dexter series. They brought back a lot of the vibes, a lot of the music. We can have this take place back in Miami. They gave us backstory to the Harry character, of course, Dexter's adopted father. We also got more background on Dexter's mother and what exactly happened in the relationship between Harry and Dexter's mother, which I found extremely fascinating. And I also thought the new actor that was portraying the character of Dexter did a brilliant job at replicating what Michael C. Hall managed to do with this character and with this role. He even had all of the same mannerisms, from all the little quirks that Dexter has, all the way to the way like he eats his food, because if you've ever seen the series, he eats in like a very specific odd way almost. And like I said, it was perfectly replicated inside of the original Sin series, and they just managed to do such an amazing job with it. I'm sad to see it go. I wanted to see a season 2 of this series after how well season 1 did, especially considering this series just got renewed in April this year. That's very recent for a series to get renewed for season 2 and then completely removed within 2-3 months, however long it's been since the renewal was announced. Now, I get that they want to focus on Dexter Resurrection because it's a fantastic series so far. I'm loving this new season of Dexter. I love that Michael C. Hall's back portraying this character. I love that we're setting Dexter back on the right course now. He's in a brand new city environment, New York City. These are all just brilliant ideas that they're doing with the Dexter Resurrection series. Peter Dinklage inside that series is doing an amazing job. Just all around the board, I completely love Resurrection. So this video in particular has nothing to do with me criticizing Dexter Resurrection because it's fantastic, but I just don't understand why we couldn't have the 2 shows existing and running simultaneously. I don't think it would have confused audiences. And like I said, they did an amazing job. Why would you take this away from us after doing the magic that you did with season 1 of Original Sin? Why would you take this away from us, Paramount? It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. I understand they want to focus their energy into Resurrection, but it seems like, these are 2 completely different casts, and I would assume they had a lot of different people working on both the shows. So man, if there's any chance that we can get Original Sin back, I would love to see that. And I'm just making this video to say, man, if you haven't watched Dexter Original Sin, go watch it. If you're a fan of the original series, go watch it. They do such an accurate depiction of the Dexter character. You got to watch them recreate Dexter's first kill, along with, you know, some of the other first kills he had in his serial killer career, if you want to call it that. We got to see the Deb character come back. That was fun to see Deb again. I know it's not the same actress, I know, but it was still just such an accurate representation, such a great depiction, and I'm sad to see it go. I really am. However, I am happy that we still have Dexter Resurrection to look forward to. We couldn't be existing in a better time as Dexter fans. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about Original Sin because I loved it and I'm gonna miss it. And I'm sure, you know, maybe some of you feel the same way about it. I haven't had a chance to talk about the series on the channel up to this point, so it's such a shame that my first time talking about Original Sin is because it got canceled. But it is what it is, man. Paramount, I think they made a very bad decision, but hey, if this is going to improve the quality of Dexter Resurrection, we're going to get season after season of Resurrection, then I guess I'm fine with it. But it's just such a shame to see a series with so much potential go this early and for seemingly no reason. Maybe on the numbers and on the back end, it wasn't doing that well because of course it's not Michael C. Hall, but damn, some more promotion could have simply fixed that problem. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the cancellation of Dexter Original Sin. I'd love to know your thoughts about this series being canceled down in the comment section down below. If you don't know what we do here on Discontinued, we do film, TV, and anime-based content. So if you're interested in this type of content, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.